Yeah, the best of luck. Good luck with the competition. Now, good luck with this, the final day of Slim While You Sin, and it's all about dinner and desserts.
Yes, and we've saved the best to last, ladies. Today we're joined by model and chef Paul Frangie, who, by the looks of this, hasn't ever eaten a dessert in his life, but he's certainly been to the desert.
Oh! Well, from all blokes watching, right, so you play rugby and you look like that and you can cook. What's
yes.
wrong with you?
I love chocolate.
Yeah, well...
I'm addicted to chocolate.
Go for it. What are you going to do?
Thank you so much for having me on the show today.
You're welcome.
I'm really excited to share my Slim While You Sin dishes. We've got a delicious lamb bolognese, which usually, if you have it with normal pasta, seems like a really sinful dish. Today we're using courgette pasta, which is basically just sliced up courgette like pasta. It's really good because it actually holds the sauce really well. So what I'm going to start off by doing today, this is the pan that we fried off the lamb mince in. Now, it's got all the leftover fat. I'm not going to add any extra fat to this dish. We're using all the healthy fats from the lamb. So I've just taken that out with a slotted spoon, and you can see all that oil in there, just like that. We're going to add all these aromatics. So we've got celery, carrot, onion, garlic, and these garlics I'm actually just going to bruise them. We're going to pour these in, just like that. You can hear it sizzling. This is going to, flavour up the dish, make it really delicious. All these things go really nice in a bolognese sauce. Now, lamb is something quite different for bolognese sauce. I've got some delicious spices here. We've got some cumin and some cinnamon, and there's a bay leaf in there already. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bruise this garlic, just like that. I don't really want too much, overpowering garlic flavour.
Yeah.
So just add some pressure to that and bruise it off. Then we've got the cinnamon stick, which goes really well with lamb, and a famous Middle Eastern spice, cumin, which is a really warm, earthy spice. You'll smell it in a second. You'll start to smell it, all of it. Going off, we add some salt, and what we want to do is we just want to soften them off, and then we're going to add back the lamb, the minced lamb, the tomato, the canned tomato, the puree, and some water. So for now, just adding some salt and pepper into there, and I'm going to give it a quick stir with this. As you can see, there's enough oil in there to cook off these veg. I'm not going to get that far today.
Yeah,
We're actually just going to soften them up a bit. Then I'm going to add in the lamb.
I put a cinnamon stick when I'm doing bolognese.
Do you?
You do?
Yeah,
Do you know,
yeah,
I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah.
Do you usually do it with beef then?
Yes, with beef, though.
Okay.
No, I've never done it with lamb, actually.
And my mom's got a trick. She actually adds bacon into a bolognese.
Oh, right, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Adds like an extra deep flavour. So this is what we want to do. As we don't have too much time today, I'm going to show you the next steps and kind of finish it up a bit quicker. So we add the browned off lamb. This has been caramelised really nicely, so you can see that lovely brown flavour in there. We can add this back to the dish, just like that. And some of that fat is actually congealed at the bottom, and that's perfect. This is all...
Well, it's interesting, the Slim While You Sin thing, that it's actually really quite a fatty meat that you use.
Well, you see, what I'm about is actually using meats and fats that are actually healthy. So this is coming from a healthy animal. So it's actually got all the, the healthy benefits from the animals, what they've been eating, the grass, or, their life, really. So I try to make sure I have kind of pastured meats.
Okay.
So this
you wanted a sort of 3-minute marker. That's a 3-minute marker.
Yes, cool.
For you
So
there.
what we're going to do now is we add the tomato in, just like that. And then we add this.
Puree.
There we go, the puree. And we're going to add a can of water. Now we're just going to bring this up to the simmer and let it boil off. Now this will cook for about 2.5 hours. 2 to 2.5 hours. Just going to put the temperature down a bit. Luckily...
So you put a lid on that?
We'll actually just leave it like this. We'll put it really low.
Just a very gentle simmer?
Exactly, just a gentle simmer. I'll give this a stir. And this'll give it a stir every 20 minutes or so. As I said, here's one that I made earlier. This courgette pasta has enough moisture in it to just be cooked in a pan.
Does that take ages to cut?
It actually takes... Oh, to cut?
Yeah.
I can show you really quickly.
See, that would be my worst thing.
So you've used a peeler down the side of it?
Yeah, a peeler, and then if you just take a knife and you cut it really easily into...
Yeah, that would take me considerably longer,
just like
but
this.
yeah.
So that's what you get. Now, this is cooked off in the pan. As I said, you just add some salt and pepper.
Yep.
Just like that. And it's really good because it holds the sauce. It's just like normal pasta, and you actually save all the carbohydrates for later. As you know, I have a sweet tooth, so I've saved mine for my brownies, which I'll show you in a second. So here we go. We've got our lovely
alternative, isn't it?
I think it's a really good idea.
It's just turned slightly darker green, so you can see. I'm just going to take this and add. So lovely.
Well, yeah.
When you smell it, you can smell all the cinnamon, the garlic, the cumin.
Yeah.
Now, let me just give you some of that and finish it up with some lovely Parmesan cheese. Now have a taste of that.
Fantastic,
and let me know what you
Paul,
think.
thank you.
We've got about a minute for your brownies.
Cool, awesome. So,
Oh, that's really nice.
here's the brownies that I made earlier.
That's gorgeous.
Just going to show you what goes into... Perfect. Just going to show you what goes into it.
Okay.
There's a couple of last ingredients that I'm going to pour in.
really
We've got cocoa powder over here. Now you'll see this turn lovely dark brown in a second.
So the base mixer you've got in there is what?
We've got eggs, we've got dates. They're actually sticky date brownies. So all the sweetness is coming from natural source. So, you know, just it's a dried fruit. That's all it is, really. And these dates, obviously, from Dubai, from my hometown. You can find them here in supermarkets, you know, Middle Eastern shops.
Your hometown?
Yes, I grew up in Dubai. I live in Dubai, so...
I was going to say, that's not Romford, is it?
No, it isn't. So this is the batter for the sticky date brownies. Now, you see, it turns nice and brown. What I'm going to do, and this is a good trick for anyone making desserts, is add a pinch of salt, because it actually brings out the sweetness. So add some salt and some maple syrup. Whoa, there's the lid. Drizzle of maple syrup. The dates really give it enough sweetness, but the maple syrup, you know, just adds a bit more stickiness to it.
You've got about 40 seconds left on the cooking.
Awesome. Well, we add the pistachios. That's enough time.
Is it?
Add some pistachios, which gives some really nice colour.
Yeah.
And some crunch to the dish as well. And I actually just stir this through with a spatula. Now, this is going to go in our lined baking dish. It's really easy. I mean, a lot of people, you know, aren't good at baking or don't think they have time, but this is such an easy batter to make. You know, it's fuss-free. As long as you have a processor like this, it's quite simple. Now, this would actually be put in this baking tray here. So I'm just going to pour it in like that.
Mix and pour then.
Mix and pour. Just like that. Now, make sure this...
We'll pretend. That's
we'll pretend. Exactly, just like that. I'll spread it out. And then we're going to bake this in the oven at 180 degrees.
How long are
20
the 45
seconds
in Dubai?
I'm not sure. How much time have we got left? So this is what I'm going to put in the oven.
Yeah.
There's the ones I made earlier. I'd like you to have a taste.
Yes.
What have you got on top?
Just going to garnish with some powdered pistachios.
Yeah.
So that gives it some extra
Powdered
pop.
pistachios. Have you powdered those yourself?
Yes. It's exactly the same as the ones I put in. Have we got enough time for a little taste?
We can do. We can taste these. We'll do the game very quickly.
Cool. Let's go.
Let's
here's the game.
Rattle that game in.
I've got some store-bought
brownie
desserts.
points, of course. Yeah.
Now, if you don't have time to make desserts, these are ones that are no cook.
Yeah.
So you can just put them together.
So these are low-cal desserts.
These are low-cal desserts. Now, I know you're ahead by 1 point today.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can square it up.
Okay, so...
What I'd like you to do is have a taste of each one.
Yes.
And tell me at the end which one you think has the lowest amount of calories.
The lowest amount of calories.
Let's
go. Okay.
Okay, the first one we've got is a Caramel Crunch Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
The second one that Phil's going into is the rhubarb custard dessert. And you've got the chocolate muffin dessert. How does that taste?
Yeah, that's nice, actually.
You like it?
Yeah, chocolatey.
Number 4 is an apple and blackberry crumble. So this one I think is just warmed in the oven.
Okay.
And now this one, which is massive.
Oh, there's another one.
Is a Knickerbocker Glory, number 5.
Can I get your laughing gear
Now I
around
can
this?
see you racing through there. Do we
fantastic.
know which one has the least amount of calories? Which one you like the best?
I'll tell you what, for low-calorie desserts, they're all very good.
They're very good.
My
My favourite's that.
Knickerbocker.
That's my
Awesome.
favourite.
I'm going to go for...
So just choose which one.
You're going for Knickerbocker?
Yes.
Which one are you really?
It's my favourite, and I think it...
Do you think that's the lowest calorie?
I think Christina has the first dibs on.
Yeah, I'm going to surprise us all.
Cool.
I think there might
Well,
be...
that's a good one to go for. That's
There's a
sort of
banana
left
in
of
there.
field.
That's
Are you sure? It's the biggest one,
I'm going to go for rhubarb and custard.
Cool. So if we could just get your little brownie points. You're going for the rhubarb and custard.
Yeah.
Spencer's. Okay, so the first one is the Weight Watchers Caramel Crunch Dessert. This one has 177 calories. That's That's
Yeah.
quite a medium-sized portion.
Yep.
Yeah.
The next one is a Marks & Spencer's rhubarb custard dessert.
120.
120,
Okay.
so that's pretty good.
So far,
Yeah,
so good,
That's a
Phil.
low
We've
one.
got to go a bit faster now.
Here we go, let's go. Morrison's chocolate muffin dessert.
116.
116, so not the lowest. What do we think of this?
196.
That's
Yeah.
actually the
So
most
are
calories.
you going to draw?
Am I gonna draw?
Or do I win?
Who's going to win? And it's only 70
Results!
calories. Can you believe it?
Draw! It's a draw! Well, mate.
Thank you so
Thank you very
much.
much. Congratulations. Well done.
I know you wanted
two.
to win.
Wow.
Anyway, there we go. That was tasty. If you'd like to know all the nutritional details of each of those desserts, or think, oh, to heck with it, and get the recipe for Paul's dishes, then you can find them all on our website.
Yeah, we'll be back after the break.